Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It's D Dun here, and I am the most chill COD player over here on Consistent Luck's channel, or Gaming VOD, bringing you another installment of the KEM With Every Gun series. The gun that you're going to be watching today is the MK. First off, before we get into too much, I really just want to thank Consistent Luck for bringing me in onto this channel, allowing me to commentate over his beast-ass gameplays. And now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the series. Like I said, it's KEM with every gun. It's kind of self-explanatory, and this installment is going to be one of the marksman rifles. He ends up getting a KEM. It is a little on the slow side, but there are some redeeming, impressive features about this gameplay, which we'll go over, and a lot of the enemies backed out. So I'm at the very end. I'm pretty sure he was only playing against two people, and obviously it's really hard to get a KEM fast whenever you are whenever you're only playing against two other guys. But I think the uniqueness of the attachments and some other things make this gameplay truly unique, really exciting. So I hope you guys will enjoy what we're going to be watching today. So, like I said, the gameplay is an MK-14 KEM Strike. The gun setup is very, very strange, and I think that adds a lot of uniqueness to the gameplay and makes it a little bit more impressive. So what he's using is the 3-round burst with the ACOG. Now these things kind of contradict each other because the ACOG already seems to add a lot of recoil. It's made for more long range maps, which Octane really isn't, and it's just going to exacerbate the recoil that this gun has with the three burst attachment. Not only that, but it's also an unsilenced KEM Strike as he picks up that clutch drop shot kill right there on that guy, making him look stupid. But it is unsilenced, so you're not going to see him really push the spawns too much, because not only is the marksman rifle slow, you're slow to ADS, and when you're unsilenced, you're not going to have that surprise advantage as you would with, say, like a honey badger or any other gun with a silencer. Like I said, I already mentioned the weird attachments that's going to make this gameplay difficult to pull off if you guys were to try and do it. The recoil, like I said, without the 3-round burst attachment, it's actually pretty manageable. Now, the rate of fire isn't very good, which is another thing that makes using the 3-round burst attachment a little difficult, because if you're trying to shoot someone who is strafing left to right or running across the map sideways, it's going to make it hard for you to really pin down those bullets because the burst is so slow. In addition to that, it does kind of have a small clip. I believe there's only 18 bullets in the clip without extended mags. And so whenever you're using 3-round burst, let's see if I can do some quick math. That gives you 8 pulls of the trigger before you have to reload. And unless you're running sleight of hand, the reload is really, really slow. So that's just another. It's just all these combinations of things are just so strange. Like I said, that make this gameplay so unique and pretty remarkable that he was able to pull it off. And lastly, the last thing I think that makes this gameplay, like I said, really unique is the fact that it's on a smaller map. Now, typically, marksman rifles, what you're going to see those on are larger maps like Stonehaven and stuff. Now, him playing Blitz, I know that some of the larger maps are taken out like Stonehaven, but even still, you tend to see marksman rifles used on much bigger maps than Octane. So pretty interesting. All things combined to make a very interesting, very unique gameplay. Now, my experience with the gun, I have yet to actually get a KEM Strike with this gun. I used it a lot when it first came out because I considered it to be the best marksman rifle at first glance, just because it has a decent fire rate. The recoil isn't too bad if you're not using the 3-round burst attachment, and but I don't know. I think that the other marksman rifle, the MR28, I believe it's called, is a little bit better just because it has a faster fire rate, and the range on all the marksman rifles is incredible. So you don't really have to worry about too much with the fact that the MK has a longer range. But even still, I would rate it number 2 out of the marksman rifles. Like I said, I haven't got a KEM with it, especially not something with a weird ass setup like this. But it still is a really, really good gun. I want to stress that it is a really good gun, and A lot of people don't know this about marksman rifles. At least I don't think a lot of people do. But one of the really cool things about marksman rifles that if you guys want to try this out, you may think about is that obviously the marksman rifles move a little bit slower. But if you use the iron sight attachment, it actually increases your movement speed. So if you're one to be more aggressive, which obviously consistent look is, but if you are playing solo and you're trying to push spawns, say like in domination on your own, um, having that extra mobility is going to help you out a lot. So if I were to build a class, definitely wouldn't be this one, but I would say to use a silencer and the iron sights. I think that would be the way to go, just the extra mobility. I have used this gun with the iron sights, and the iron sights aren't too bad. They're manageable, a little bit better than the Remington, I think. So not the worst, but not the best. I think that would be the good class setup to go. Also, you'll notice the consistent look is using Deadeye. Now, Deadeye, in my opinion, it's kind of up in the air whether you really want to use that with a marksman rifle, because the damage is so high, and a lot of times you're going to be getting 2 to 3 shot kills. Using Deadeye won't help you out too much unless you're in a really, really long range engagement. Um, and if you do get a Deadeye bullet, it'll give you that 2-shot kill instead of a 3-shot kill, which can come in clutch. But I think you could do it without Deadeye. But obviously, consistent like used it, you're going to see a lot of Deadeye hit markers, so it helps him. But other than that, I really wouldn't have any other recommendations for this class. Like I said, if I would suggest if you guys are going to use this gun, and if you have a decent trigger finger, I would suggest using the iron sights and the silencer. If not, then maybe a red dot in the 3-round burst attachment like you see here. All those things are really good. Maybe a red dot and the muzzle brake. All those things really, really good attachments to use on this gun. And that's the thing is like he's using a setup that is really unorthodox, really unique, really crazy. And he manages to pull off the KEM, which is coming up here shortly. Now, for the comment section in this video, right after you leave your like rating, let's go ahead and ask the question, have you gotten a KEM with this gun? Like I said, I have yet to get a KEM Strike with this gun. I do have a few hundred kills with it, so it's not like I haven't used it at all. There's the KEM Strike, but yet still haven't pulled out that KEM. But so that's my question, you guys. Make sure and leave a like on the video. And thanks again to Consistent Luck for letting me be a commentator on this channel. We're going to watch him call in the KEM, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to check out the links below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.